G'day everybody and welcome back. Well, I got a little surprise in the post. This showed up. Welcome to Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions. So what we've got here is the head I got from Schumann Motor Works. I'm going to try and explain what's gone on. So, Andrew Hamilton put a post up on XS1100 Classic some time ago now, showing the difference between the different cylinder heads. So apparently in America, they had the same cylinder head as we had up until 1980. So in Australia, we've got these valves here. This is out of my RH 1981 model. And we had the same cam profile right through. It would appear, at least, unless anyone can prove different, we had the same cam profile all the way through the range. In America, they too had the same cylinder head as us up until 1980, where they had to meet some sort of change in the smog regulations, probably California Free Air Society, and they made some alterations. So what they did was they didn't actually change the lift of the valve. I got that wrong. The lift remained the same, but the duration, the amount of time the valve is held open changed, and they reduced that duration. But in order to compensate for that, in terms of performance, they upped the valve size. So the combination to covert is the larger valved American head made after 1980 or 1980 on, combined with the 1979 and earlier camshafts, because you have greater duration on your valve opening with a bigger valve. Now in Australia, we're all the same. It would appear to be. And what we ended up with is, this is a valve out of an RH. And as you can see, it's 3 millimeters smaller in diameter. These were 1 millimeter oversized valves, which means that the valves that were originally in the larger valve head in the US were 2 millimeters bigger than the standard RH valve. So that's an intake valve, that's an exhaust valve. And if I turn the head around, it's the same here. The valves are now 3 millimeters bigger than the factory ones. So we've got enormous valves in there, and we've opened the ports up. So what Chris has done is he's opened them up a little bit, but he's done a lot of work around the valve guide, trying to smooth that out, and also on the short turn radius, he's opened it up quite a bit in there. And also, same on the exhaust valve, exhaust port. Also de-shrouded around these valves, so opened the shrouding up and just dressed up and blended the chambers somewhat. So I'm hoping that it's going to yield good results. I've got to get my barrels and pistons back from the engine reconditioner, so that'll be about another week away. I've also got to pop up to Queensland for a family thing, and hopefully try and get this back together somewhere in between all that. So I better get my finger out, but I'm pretty excited. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to stay tuned, like, subscribe and comment, and we'll be back with more from Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions. Bye for now.